Imagine holding a simple, everyday coin in your hand, only to realize that it's worth a mind-blowing $4 million. Yes, you heard that right. A UAE 1 Dirham coin, something people use daily for small purchases, has become one of the most talked about coins in the world. But what makes it so special? How did a coin worth just 1 dirham skyrocket to a multi-million-dollar price tag? Stick around because this is going to blow your mind. The UAE 1 dirham coin has been in circulation since 1973, following the unification of the Emirates. It may look ordinary, but hidden within its history, rarity, and collector frenzy is the reason why certain versions of this coin have reached unbelievable prices. To understand how a 1 dirham coin became worth millions, we need to dive deep into its fascinating journey. Now, first things first, what does this coin even look like? The UAE 1 dirham coin is small, round, and made of nickel-plated steel. The front side features a traditional Arabic dala, the iconic coffee pot used in Emirati culture for centuries. Flip it over, and you'll see the number 1 in Arabic numerals, along with the country's name in both Arabic and English. At first glance, it seems like just another regular coin. But that's where things get interesting. Not all 1 dirham coins are equal. Some versions, especially those from specific years or with unique minting errors, are what make collectors go crazy. These rare editions have fetched astonishing prices in auctions, with one particular coin rumored to be worth an insane $4 million. But why? One major factor behind its high value is rarity. Certain older dirham coins from the early 1970s and 1980s were produced in very limited numbers. Some were test coins or prototype designs that never went into full circulation. These coins are nearly impossible to find today, making them highly sought after by collectors. Some variations even have slight minting errors, like misprints, misalignments, or offset designs, turning them into valuable treasures. But that's not the only reason behind the jaw-dropping price. Another major factor is historical significance. The UAE's formation in 1971 was a massive moment in the Middle East, and early dirham coins are part of that legacy. Owning one is like holding a piece of history in your hand. It's not just about the coin, it's about what it represents. The transition from older Gulf currencies to the UAE dirham was a turning point for the nation's economy, and these coins symbolize that shift. Another mind-blowing reason why this coin could be worth millions is the increasing demand from collectors worldwide. In recent years, coin collecting has exploded, with rare and historic pieces selling for record-breaking amounts. Serious collectors, especially those from the Middle East, are willing to pay insane prices to get their hands on these rare 1 dirham coins. Some even compete fiercely at high-end auctions, driving the price higher and higher. The global fascination with rare coins isn't just about their face value. It's about their story, uniqueness, and investment potential. Many wealthy investors see rare coins as a way to preserve and grow their wealth. The rarer the coin, the more valuable it becomes over time. That's exactly what happened with the UAE 1 dirham coin. There's also an interesting twist. Fake versions of this rare dirham coin have started appearing in the market. Some sellers try to pass off regular dirham coins as rare editions, tricking buyers into spending thousands of dollars on something worthless. This has made it even harder to find the real deal. Experts recommend that collectors carefully verify the authenticity of any high-value UAE 1 dirham coin before making a purchase. But the biggest question remains, who actually owns this $4 million UAE 1 dirham coin? The answer is still a mystery. Some reports suggest that a private collector in the Middle East paid the record-breaking amount, but the details are scarce. Whether it's sitting in a vault, on display in a collector's showcase, or still circulating unknowingly in someone's pocket, one thing is for sure. This humble-looking coin has become one of the most legendary in the world. The UAE 1 dirham coin is a perfect example of how everyday objects can turn into priceless treasures. Whether you're a collector, an investor, or just someone fascinated by rare finds, this story proves that sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest surprises. A UAE 1 dirham coin worth a staggering $4 million. It sounds almost unbelievable, but it's true. This ordinary-looking piece of currency has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and enthusiasts around the world. But what exactly makes this small, everyday coin so valuable? The reasons go far beyond just age or rarity. This story is about history, economics, demand, and the global fascination with rare coins. And today, we're diving even deeper into the mystery behind this multi-million-dollar treasure. The United Arab Emirates 1 Dirham coin has been in circulation for decades, with millions of people using it for daily transactions. You can find it in wallets, cash registers, and vending machines all across the UAE. But among these countless coins, there exists a few that are incredibly rare and valuable. Some versions of this dirham are unlike the rest. They were minted in limited quantities, had unique errors, or were part of a historic transition in the UAE's currency system. These are the coins that are collectors going wild, with some willing to pay millions to own just one. One of the biggest reasons behind the $4 million valuation is the rarity of certain editions. The UAE introduced the 1 Dirham coin in 1973 as part of the country's new monetary system, replacing the previous currencies used in the Emirates, such as the Qatari Rial and the Dubai Rial. At the time, the UAE was still a young nation, having been formed in 1971, and its economic system was still developing. During these early years, coins were minted in limited numbers, and some of them had minor variations that made them one of a kind. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, are constantly on the lookout for these rare variations. Some of the most sought-after UAE 1 Dirham coins include those from the earliest years of minting, especially the 1973, 1982, and 1995 editions. These coins are produced in much lower numbers than later versions, making them harder to find today. But what really makes them valuable is when they have minting errors, unique metal compositions, or historical significance. Minting errors are a huge factor in a coin's value. Throughout history, many of the world's most expensive coins have been valuable because of mistakes made during production. Sometimes, the engraving is slightly off, a misprint occurs, or the metal composition differs from standard production. These seemingly small errors can make a coin extraordinarily valuable. In the case of the UAE 1 Dirham, some rare editions have misaligned designs, double strikes, or off-center prints. These errors make them unique, and since only a few exist, they become priceless in the eyes of collectors. Another interesting reason for the high value of certain dirham coins is the metal composition. Over the years, the UAE has changed the materials used in coin production. Older 1 Dirham coins were made from copper nickel, but as time went on, the materials were switched to nickel-plated steel to reduce costs. This change means that early versions of the coin, especially those made with different metal alloys, are more valuable due to their rarity. Some collectors specifically seek out coins made of different metals because they represent a unique period in a country's monetary history. But let's talk about the biggest reason why the UAE 1 Dirham coin is now worth $4 million. It all comes down to collector demand. In recent years, there's been a massive surge in interest in rare and historic coins, especially in the Middle East. Wealthy collectors are willing to spend unbelievable amounts of money to acquire rare pieces, and the UAE Dirham is no exception. The story of the $4 million Dirham is closely tied to the rising trend of rare coin auctions. Around the world, collectors gather at high-profile events where they bid on unique coins, driving their prices through the roof. Coins that were once worth just a few cents or a few dollars have sold for hundreds of thousands or even millions. The UAE Dirham became one of these prized coins when collectors recognized its historical significance and extreme rarity. Reports suggest that one specific UAE 1 Dirham coin, believed to be a rare early edition, was sold for an astronomical $4 million at a private auction. The details of the buyer remain undisclosed, but many believe it was purchased by a wealthy collector from the Middle East who wanted to own a unique piece of history. Unlike regular currency, rare coins are often seen as investments, and their value tends to increase over time. The buyer likely saw this dirham not just as a collectible, but as a long-term asset that could appreciate in value even further. Now, here's where things get even more fascinating. Since the news of this $4 million dirham broke out, people across the UAE and beyond have been searching through their own coin collections, hoping to find a rare edition. Many have started carefully examining the 1 Dirham coins in their wallets, looking for specific minting years, misprints, or design errors that could make their coins valuable. Some have even taken their coins to experts to authenticate and appraise them. This frenzy has also led to a rise in counterfeit versions. As with any high-value collectible, fake UAE Dirham coins have started appearing in the market. Some scammers attempt to alter regular Dirham coins to make them appear rare, while others sell completely fake coins with altered engravings. This is why serious collectors must verify the authenticity of any rare coin before making a purchase. Experts recommend working with professional numismatists and auction houses to ensure that the coin is genuine. Another factor that contributes to the rising value of rare Dirham coins is their cultural and historical significance. The UAE is one of the fastest growing economies in the world, and its currency reflects its rich history and rapid development. Coins from the early days of the nation's formation are especially valuable because they tell the story of the country's economic journey. Owning an original UAE 1 Dirham from the 1970s or 1980s is like holding a piece of history in your hands. The demand for rare Middle Eastern coins has also grown internationally. Collectors from Europe, the United States, and Asia have begun showing interest in UAE currency, recognizing its potential as a valuable investment. This global demand only adds to the increasing prices of rare Dirham coins. To determine if you have a rare UAE 1 Dirham, you can consult professional coin grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These services can authenticate your coin and provide an official certification of its value.